Wyoming data center is under fire for contaminating a city's water system with a rare bacterium. Last month, the Board of Public Utilities in Cheyenne, Wyoming issued a public notice that it had found Cupriavitis gilardii in the city's wastewater treatment facility.
Welcome to Real Estate UnRigged with TSing Wealth Builder. This video series is dedicated to breaking down the complexities of the market to help you navigate your wealth building journey. In this week's episode, episode 5, we are taking a closer look at critical issues affecting property ownership today. We are exploring the corporate land grab, examining how the expansion of AI infrastructure and the application of eminent domain may impact your home.
News on data center projects statewide. Governor Abbott is hitting the pause button on all new developments. The governor says he wants to protect our natural resources. And quality of life. This audit expands on Abbott's past order in June for ERCOT and the Texas Public Utility Commission to protect homeowners' electricity rates from what data centers would use. It's required data centers to fund their own power grids, ensure they lower homeowners' electricity bills, and use cooling systems that do not overuse water.
Speaking of Texas, this state right now is on track to become the largest data center market on earth. You heard me right. Hundreds of projects, billions in investment, millions of square feet of new buildings. It is coming. It's coming fast. But the question is, are we ready? Tonight, I-Team reporter Brian New looking into what this data center boom means for the grid here in our state, the economy, and also rural communities across Texas.
Hey Siri, remind me in 10 minutes to do laundry.
Every question you ask, every chatbot reply, every AI image, every line of code, it all has to live somewhere, and that somewhere is here. To power the AI boom, tech companies are racing to build data centers, thousands of them. Texas already has nearly 400. And industry groups say in 3 years, it's poised to become the nation's leading data center market.
Grand Rising Wealth Builders, welcome to episode 5 of Real Estate UnRigged. Tonight, we aren't just talking about the market, we are talking about your dirt and who is trying to take it. While everyone is distracted by interest rates, the AI boom is quietly consuming massive amounts of land, power, and water. We're diving deep into the billion-dollar data center land grab, how local municipalities are fast-tracking these projects, and what happens when corporate eminent domain and adverse possession threaten everyday property rights. The system is rigged for the big guys, but tonight we are exposing the playbook. The investment is global. The global investment in data centers nearly doubled between 2022 and 2025, reaching roughly $500 billion in 2024. One study projects nearly $7 trillion in global capital expenditures by 2030. So here's what they're consuming. These facilities are incredibly demanding. Their power consumption in the U.S. more than doubled between 2017 and 2023. They consume massive amounts of land, water for cooling, and electricity. And how they fast-tracked it. In 2025, the administration issued an executive order pushing to accelerate the permitting of data center infrastructure, deeming it critical to the national security. This federal push often conflicts with local zoning and environmental concerns. The backlash is this. Because these facilities demand so much and can be noisy due to cooling systems and backup generators, the neighborhood residents are fighting back. So here's the litigation wave. There is a surge of lawsuits, over 42 tracked recently, including in Arizona and California, concerning environmental reviews, noise nuisance, and land use. So here's a real-world example. In California, a massive fight erupted where the city actually sued the county to block a $1 million square foot data center that was fast-tracked without the public input. The developer countersued the city for civil rights violation and obstruction. So here's another caveat. Eminent domain. Municipalities see the potential for massive property tax revenue, the risk for utilizing eminent domain to consolidate for these corporate giant increases. While corporations fight over massive plots of land, everyday homeowners must go fiercely to fight against those projects, and there's the threat of dirt squatters. So if you're in Texas, someone openly, continuously, and hostilely occupies the property for 10 years, they can legally claim ownership over, and it's adverse possession is what they're calling it. And they could take over your property within 3 to 5 years. So here's the legislative fix to that. The legislature introduced House Bill 1076 and SB 1333, removing the rights for occupants to fast track, bypassing these court battles to get these people off their land. So this relates back to active property management. You must physically check on your land, handle issues immediately, and never ignore tax bills. Whether it's a massive tax corporation looking to buy out your municipality or someone trying to slowly take over an abandoned lot in your portfolio, your defense is active property stewardship. So here's what you have to do. Don't wait until you get a notice from the county or find a squatter on your land. Text strategy to 210-364-9899 to protect your assets and build an unshakable legacy.
It's personal. This land is ours. It is being violated. The story has to be told. And until you go through this, you don't understand how devastating it is. We need everyone to hear this story and just listen. And listen from the perspective of, if it were me, how would I feel?
I'm TSing Wealth Builder. We'll see you back here next week, Wednesday, 6 p.m. for another episode of Real Estate UnRigged. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember to subscribe and share this video for someone who needs this information. Together, we can fight back and retain our generational wealth for generations to come. Until next time, let's go, San Antonio.